Have you heard the news today? Oh boy.
President Nixon returns to Washington from the Western White House this evening, winding up a 12-day stay in San Clemente. There are reports that Mr. Nixon may soon name civil rights leader Whitney Young as a temporary White House advisor on minority group problems. Administration officials say the president has already asked Young to take the job. The officials say Young is now sounding out black leaders to determine whether they might allow him to represent their views within the White House. The Unitarian Universalist Association has wound up its week-long convention in Seattle by calling for the legalization of marijuana. The association passed a resolution saying marijuana laws in the United States and Canada are based on hysteria and myth. It said marijuana should be subject to the same type of laws under which liquor is sold. Yesterday in baseball, Washington beat the Yankees twice, 7-3 in both games. The Mets downed Philadelphia 5-4. Our weather, partly sunny and pleasant today, a high in the lower 80s. Clear tonight, low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow will be fair and a bit warmer with a high in the mid-80s, except lower along the coast. At 4 minutes past 9, some of the readings around New York. Brentwood, Long Island, 68 degrees. Southport, Connecticut, 69. It's 67 at Pecksville, New York. In New Jersey, 70 at Fanwood. And at WCBS FM in Midtown Manhattan, the present temperature is 70 degrees.
Brown, happening to your early Monday morning ears right here on Stereo 101. 70 partly sunny degrees outside with a high reaching up into the low 80s today. Here come the 5 stair steps at 9:07.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier.
The family that swings together, sings together, and so it is with the 5 stair steps on 101 in New York. Ooh, child, the title of it, 10 minutes past 9 o'clock from 101.
This is Grace Slick of the Jefferson Airplane. A lot of people think that speed is a good thing to do. Maybe it is in front, you know, when you first start taking it. You giggle a lot, and that's fun. But then it starts rotting your brain, rots out your kidney, rots out your heart, and you have about 5 years to live. Don't shoot speed. You don't want to die in 5 years, do you?
A public service announcement of the Do It Now Foundation.
Eleven minutes past 9 o'clock on Monday in New York City. Wide awake and with it, babe? Good. Partly sunny today, high up in the low 80s, clear tonight. Look for much the same on Tuesday, 70 outside as we bring on the Stones. Gimme Shelter, Rolling Stones.
WCBS FM, what a nice thing to do to a Monday.
Early in the morning, she hitched a ride down to Louisville, holding on to $100 bill. Dressed herself like a Cajun queen in New Orleans, baby. Yeah, she looked good like a lady. Do it to me, James. beer in Bourbon Street and I'm sitting easy. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot to please me. Third hand on. Load on your feet. She said, yeah. So I said, I like your dress. Swamps all around make you feel kind of funny, don't they, honey? She crossed her legs and looked at me funny. Said, down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. Down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. What you're doing. On the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. What you're doing. Down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. Joseph. Early in the morning, she hitched a ride down from Louisville. Holding on to $100 bill. Dressed herself like a Cajun queen in New Orleans, babe. Yeah, she looked good like a lady. And the Mississippi River runs like molasses in the summertime. And me, you know, I don't hardly mind. Sipping on a beer in Bourbon Street and I'm sitting here. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot to please me. Everybody saying, down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. Down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. What you're doing. Down on the bayou, why you never know just what you're doing. Down on the bayou.
Papa John Phillips, Mississippi on Stereo 101 Wonderful in New York. Gus Gossert for Steve O'Shea at 9:30. And because of the great number of car registrations due for renewal during July, the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles urges you to check your registration right away. If it expires this month and you have a punch card renewal, fill it out and mail it immediately. If you mail your card after the middle of the month, it may not be returned by the 31st. Now, if you have not received a card, go to your motor vehicle office and fill out a paper application there. Don't drive illegally on August 1st.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend.
That's Johnny Cash, winner of 5 Country Music Awards and star of his own TV show. Here in a fantastic new record collection, The Heart of Johnny Cash. All his great hits like Folsom Prison, I Walk the Line, The Green, Green Grass of Home, and many more. 20 of Johnny's greatest hits on 2 great big long playing records for just $4.95. You'd pay twice that if you could get these records in a store. But now in a big cash celebration, Columbia is offering the entire collection, a $10 value for $4.95. If you order right now as a special bonus, you'll also receive a 3rd record with 12 more great hits. Hits like Gentle on My Mind, Wichita Lineman, By the Time I Get to Phoenix. A total of 3 big records, 32 great country hits for just $4.95 complete. Money back guarantee, of course. Here's how to order.
Call MU7-1100. That's MU7-1100. Call right now for the buy of a lifetime. The number to call, MU7-1100. MU7-1100. 11 minutes past 9 o'clock on the westbound number 9. This is the Flaming Ember.
Catch you at the westbound number 9. Gonna leave this town, leave it far behind. Gonna leave all I've got, my peace of mind, on the westbound number 9. Sitting on the bank of Holy Creek, down by the county line. I can hear the sound of all the lazy hound. He's howling right on time.
Catching the westbound number 9 with the Flaming Ember, WCBS FM in New York, the Bill Brown Show with Harry Nilsson. The Lord must be in NYC.
I'll say goodbye to all my sorrow, and by tomorrow I'll be on my way. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. I'm so tired of getting nowhere, seeing my prayers going unanswered. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. Well, here I am, Lord, knocking at your back door. Ain't it wonderful to be where I've always wanted to be? For the first time I'll breathe free here in New York City. Say goodbye to all my sorrow, and by tomorrow I'll be on my way. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. So tired of getting nowhere and seeing my prayers going unanswered. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. Well, here I am, Lord, knocking at your back door. Ain't it wonderful to be where I've always wanted to be? For the first time I'll breathe free here in New York City.
WCBS FM.
9:16 where the heavies just keep on happening. Gus Gossert coming in for Steve O'Shea, who's vacationing at the present time, just a few moments from now. And in the mean and in between, the movie blues question.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? With 1,000 million questions about hate and death and war. 'Cause when we stop and look around us, there is nothing that we need. In a world of persecution that is burning its greed. Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? Because the truth is hard to swallow. That's what the war of love is for.
It's not the way that you say it when you do those things to me. It's more the way that you mean it when you tell me what will be. And when you stop and think about it, you won't believe it's true that all the love you've been giving has all been meant for you. I'm looking for someone to change my lived in, and she's waiting there for me. But in the gray of the morning, my mind becomes confused between the dead and the sleeping, and the road that I must choose. I'm looking for someone to change my life. I'm looking for a miracle in my life. And if you could see what it's done to me, to lose the love I knew, could safely lead me to the land that I once knew, the land as we grow old, the secrets of our soul. It's not the way that you say it when you do those things to me. It's more the way you really mean it when you tell me what will be.
The Moody Blues, in a word, question at WCBS FM in New York City, 9:21, 21 minutes past 9 o'clock right now. Mostly sunny and warm throughout the day, highs reaching into the upper 80s, except about 80 along the shore. Generally clear tonight and in the lower 50s, perhaps low 60s. 69 degrees outside right now. Look for much the same weather again tomorrow.
They came from the four corners of the earth, bringing greed, ambition, slavery, disease, and revolution. They took the land, conquered the sea, and fought each other. They built the foundations of an empire and became the race of golden men called the Hawaiians. The Mirish Production Company presents the continuation of James A. Michener's epic novel, Hawaii. The Hawaiians, in color from United Artists, entertainment from Transamerica Corporation. Rated GP, all ages, parental guidance.
Alrighty, the Hawaiian starts Wednesday on United Artists Premiere Showcase, Gossert for O'Shea at 9:30, and the Velvet Underground is at Max's Kansas City. The Dynamite Velvet Underground every Wednesday through Sunday at Max's Kansas City, Park Avenue between 17th and 18th. That's the Velvet Underground, 11 p.m. And right now, Gail McCormick and a group called Smith. Title song from their album, Minus Plus.
Like a fire burning inside. Number one, somebody needs a melting.
River, that about does it for the Bill Brown Show here on Stereo 101. I certainly hope you enjoyed it and that we managed to contribute in some small way to starting your day off on a bit of a happy note. Gus Gossert guest stars for Steve O'Shea next at WCBS FM. See you tomorrow morning at 5:30. Until then, take it very light.
WCBS FM, New York.
WCBS. His eyes looked into me. His voice was
that's nice. A little bit of that country twang in the morning will take a man a long way throughout the day. A great man said that.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
No, isn't that an infectiously groovy little tune? Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And teach your children. Get a load of this. It's by Kenny Rogers in the first edition.
Oh, brother, before we fall, tell it all, brothers and sisters, tell it all. How much you're holding back on me when you say you're giving all, and in the dungeons of your mind, who you got chained to the wall. Well, tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all, brothers and sisters, tell it all. Did you plant your feet on higher ground to avoid life's mud and stone? Did you ever kick a good man when he was down, just to make yourself feel strong? Well, tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all, brothers and sisters, tell it all. Tomorrow just might be too late. Now is the time to get your jumbo mind straight and seek a new design. Did you ever walk for a crippled man, pretending you were lame? And what made you think
one feeble hymn to God was gonna make him call your name. Tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all, brothers and sisters. Tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all, brothers and sisters. Tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all, brothers and sisters. Tell it all, brother, before we fall. Tell it all.
Tell it all, brother. Kenny Rogers in the first edition from CBS FM.
I was inadequate around people. I was lonely. I didn't like myself. I felt very bad about myself.
I was 16 when I started going to college. And when I was 17, I started using drugs. When I was 18, I started using heroin.
Phoenix House helped these people. If you or someone you love needs help, call 787-7900.
Okay.
Schaefer's the one dear.
The folk sound of John Burroughs with Bill Heine. Another discovery in the Schaefer talent hunt.
Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Schaefer pleasure doesn't fade even when your thirst is done. The most rewarding flavor in this man's world for people who are having fun. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
You know, Schaefer can say a lot of things about their beer. They can say that Schaefer's America's oldest lager beer, or that Schaefer began in Germany 2 centuries ago. But all they have to say is Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. And to a beer drinker, that says it all. A few drums here as we get our jungle rhythmic juices going for the morning. How you doing out there? This is the Steve O'Shea Show. I'm Gus Gossert, sitting in. It's 20 minutes before 10 o'clock in the morning. We're playing the best music in New York City. you know that last night between 5:30 and 6:30, the Pop Chronicles featured Bob Dylan, and you missed it? Well, just to let you know what we're doing at CBS FM. These are the Beatles.
Sexy Sadie, what have you done? You made a fool of everyone. You made a fool of everyone. Sexy Sadie, oh, what have you done? Sexy Sadie, you broke the rules. You laid it down for all to see. You laid it down for all to see. Sexy Sadie, oh, you broke the rules one sunny day. The world was waiting for the lover. She came along to turn on everyone. Sexy Sadie, the greatest of them all. Sexy Sadie, how did you know the world was waiting just for you? The world was waiting just for you. Sexy Sadie, oh, how did you know? Sexy Sadie, you'll get yours yet, however big you think you are. However big you think you are. Sexy Sadie, oh, you'll get yours yet. We gave her everything we own just to sit at her table. Just a smile would lighten everything. Sexy Sadie, she's the latest and the greatest of them all.
Listen to WCBS
So winter froze the river, and winter birds don't sing. So winter makes you shiver. The time is gonna bring you spring. So east worlds will never marry. Says that cardinals are a curse. Just tell him plain you're on the next train. If love don't get there first. Time and love, everybody. Time and love. Don't think you was right. Time and love. Don't let the devil fool ya. Here comes the dawn. Nothing kills like time and love. Hold a man if you please, if you think that you can. So winter froze the river, and winter birds don't sing. So winter makes you shiver. So time is gonna bring you spring. You've been a running, you've been a rambling, and you don't know what to do. A holy golden wager says your love will see you through. Time and love, everybody. Time and love. Don't think you was right. Time
New York's own Laura Nero. She's out of sight. Goodness gracious. Listen to this. You know the mysterious 7-foot-high turtle stone is a huge animal monster, kind of a shaped thing, covered with cryptic carvings. Now, the original of this centuries-old Maya sculpture is in Guatemala. Its exact replica is now at the Museum of Natural History, Central Park West at 79th Street. For adults, it'll cost you $1. Children is 40 cents, except on Mondays, which is today, when admission is free to all of you. Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's from their brand new album called Cosmo's Factory. And the name of the record is Runnin' Through the Jungle. And now a few words, thank you very much, describing Bobby the Wizard Wayne, who you can hear every day on CBS FM at 1:30.
He's individual.
He's victorious.
He's independent.
He's wondrous.
He's rebellious.
He's astounding.
He's iconoclastic.
He's peculiar.
He's singular.
He's special.
He's single.
He's fertile.
He's loving.
He's virile.
He's lovable.
He's catchable.
He's alluring.
He's catching.
He's comical.
He's laughable.
He's all of these and less.
I forgot unique.
He's Quaxer Fortune.
He does his own thing and he picks up where others leave off.
UMC Pictures presents Gene Wilder, star of the producers in Quaxer Fortune Has a Cousin in the Bronx. A Sidney Glazer production in color. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent.
Mister, will you take me in, please?
I sure will. World premiere today at the Coronet Theater for Quaxer Fortune Has a Cousin in the Bronx. It's about this guy, see, who shovels manure. True, really is. Go see the movie.
Flashing lights against the sky.
WCBS FM, New York.
It's 10 o'clock in New York City. How you doing? This is the Steve O'Shea Show. I'm Gus Gossert, sitting in for him. Playing the best music in town.